As COVID infections spike, a Vietnamese couple left Long in province on a motorbike along with their pack of pet dogs. They later tested positive for COVID-19. From their hospital beds, they found out 12 of their pets had been killed by authorities over fears the animals could spread the virus. I didn't want to believe that really happened. I couldn't do anything to protect my kids, he said, referring to his dogs.
Their story, documented on social media app TikTok, has sparked huge backlash in Vietnam, and a petition calling for an end to the practice has gathered more than 150,000 signatures. The latest wave of COVID-19 has been the worst to hit Vietnam since the start of the pandemic. A harsh lockdown in recent months has meant many migrant workers have been unable to make a living, prompting at least 1 million to flee big cities.
Pham Minh Hung and Nguyen Thi Chiem, 35, were among them. On October 8, they embarked on a 280 kilometers journey along with their dogs and 3 relatives, who also brought 3 dogs and 1 cat. The couple headed for Con Hung in Ca Mau province, the hometown of a relative, as COVID cases are not as high there.
Many witnesses posted videos about the couple's journey online, showing them on their motorbike with their dogs and belongings all piled on. The couple became popular with many social media users who cheered them on and wished them a safe journey. Some said their hearts melted a little when the couple used raincoats to cover their dogs in the pouring rain. A few even delivered water and food to them. The couple started out with 15 dogs, but as their trip went on, they gave 2 dogs to a volunteer after entering Ca Mau province, while another died. The rest continued on. But the couple and their 3 relatives tested positive for COVID after reaching Con Hung. It is mandatory for anyone traveling across provinces to undergo testing. They were transferred to a hospital for treatment. The animals were left at a quarantine center. But local authorities killed their 12 dogs and their relatives' pets without informing them, state media said. The article was later removed. It's unclear how the animals were killed. The official police newspaper carried an image indicating they were burned. Disease control must be prioritized in the first place, and the decision to kill the animals immediately was a necessary preventive measure, local official Tran Tan Kong said during a press conference on Sunday. There was swift reaction online, with many calling the decision cruel and heartbreaking. Actress Hong An, a member of global animal welfare organization 4 Paws, called it barbaric and said she would send a petition to the organization. The killings were unethical and ridiculous because there are no guidelines dictating pets must be killed if owners are infected, said Nguyen Hong Vu, a staff scientist of the City of Hope National Medical Center in the US. There is no scientific evidence dogs and cats can be an intermediary for the transmission of COVID to humans. However, people with COVID can sometimes infect them, Dr. Nguyen said. A study in Texas surveyed 76 dogs and cats from 39 households with COVID patients, and found 3 cats and 1 dog were infected. The animals were asymptomatic, or only displayed mild symptoms. They all rapidly recovered. There are multiple ways to make it right in this situation, such as quarantining them in a cage, contacting the owner's relatives, or engaging a social organization to take care of them until the owners recover, Dr. Nguyen said. Vietnam was lauded as a virus success at the start of the pandemic, winning praise from the World Health Organization with its quick response and widespread contact tracing. But the Delta variant has brought the country to its knees. It has reported 840,000 cases and more than 20,000 deaths in total. The majority of cases were detected during the latest wave. Vietnam has been heavy-handed in its virus control effort, even though Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh said last month there should be a plan to live with the virus. Many people have been charged and convicted for spreading the virus, with some jailed for 5 years. Last month, a video showing several police officers breaking into a flat in the southern Binh Duong province went viral. They dragged out a woman thought to have been exposed to COVID to do a test as her young son cried. It led to massive public backlash. The authorities' decision to cull the pets was not surprising, observer La An said. The Vietnamese government has been putting the highest priority on the fight against the coronavirus. There is this slogan: fighting this pandemic is like fighting the enemy. It means the country is at war. You cannot expect rational and humane behavior during a war. The hardest thing for Mr. Pham was that he found out his beloved animals had been killed from others. He is determined to hold authorities accountable. I raised my kids for about 6 years. I definitely want justice for my kids, he said from the hospital. Additional reporting by Tramvo.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.